habits of people who always have money? Let's find out. Hi everyone, I'm Jody and I'm a personal finance blogger and coach over at abundanceofjoe.com, where I teach people how to save money, make money, and build wealth. And in today's video, I will be walking you through the habits of people who always have money, who have excellent personal finance management, and what those habits are, and that can help you as well to make money and also build wealth. So let's get into it. What are the habits of people who always have money? Well, the first one that we have to talk about is the fact that they track their cash flow. Now, this is very important. Cash flow is the foundation of your whole financial life. You need to know how much money is coming in, how much money is leaving, and how much money you actually have in the bank. And when you focus on looking at your cash flow, you know how much money you actually are handling every single month. And your cash flow is basically managed in your budget. In your budget, you can track all of your expenses, and you can also track your income relative to these expenses. And people who have excellent financial management skills usually know what's happening cash flow wise. They know how much money they're spending on their utility bills. They know how much money they're spending on different things like saving money for investment or saving for retirement. They have an idea of their cash flow situation. And because they know how much cash they're handling per month, they're able to make decisions around their spending. So one of the major habits that you need to develop if you want to be really good at managing money is understanding your cash flow. So that's the first one. The second one is they actually spend time looking at their finances. And this is related to the first point where I mentioned that they focus on their cash flow situation. They know how much money is coming in, how much money is going out. In this case, they actually know what their total financial situation look like. So it's not only focused on looking at their cash flow situation, but also the total picture. How much money they actually have in debt. How much money do they pay every single month for things like insurance? When you take the time to actually know your financial situation, you do a couple of things. One, you learn about your full financial picture. You get to see what's happening in your money life. And your money life can range from things like your expenses to simple things like how much you're spending on your groceries. So take the time, sit down, and go through your financial situation every single month. I recommend allocating at least an hour every single month just to see your financial situation. You can use pen and paper, or you can use Excel if you're really good at Microsoft Excel and those different types of programs. But people who have excellent money habits, they spend time looking at their finances. The other one is they focus on building assets. Now, assets are basically those things that can help you to enrich your financial life. It helps you to build wealth, and it also helps you to look at how you're able to turn over your investments. So they focus on building assets and not liabilities. So they invest in things that will pay them more over time. So they look at things like investing their money in the stock market, investing in different things like real estate, or even investing in business ventures, for example. They focus on building assets, things that will help them to multiply their money. So looking at their asset class, they know what the different areas that their money is going towards, and then it helps them to focus on building assets and not liabilities. So they focus more on ensuring they're not constantly in debt and they don't have a lot of liabilities, but they have assets that they can use to build their net worth as well. Other thing that they do is the way in which they manage debt is also critical as a money habit for them. Now, debt is a very controversial issue. You see it all the time in the news, especially as it relates to things like student loans. But debt is something that can be both good and bad. It depends on how you use it. Now, people who have excellent money habits, they usually do two things. One, they're excellent at managing debt, so they use debt to fund their financial goals or to build assets, or they ensure that for some people that they're debt free, because being debt free allows them to focus on building more cash flow, focus on building more assets, but they take that time to figure out what debt can be used for and they work on that accordingly. Now, when you are very good at money, you know that debt can be something that can be detrimental to your finances if it's not managed well. And these people are very good at ensuring that they use debt in the right way or they have no debt at all, depending on their situation. Other thing that you have to look at too is that they actually spend the time building financial literacy. Now, if you really want to be good at money, you need to know how money works. You need to understand the different nuances that come with being financially well. And these people take the time to learn about money. They learn about different money topics. They learn about things like investing. They learn about real estate investing. They learn about budgeting. They learn about how to manage a positive cash flow. They learn about the different areas within their money life that can help them to build assets. So building financial literacy in today's world is actually very easy. There are many different resources that are available, whether it's through blogs, through podcasts, through books. There are so many different ways in which you can learn more about money. There are so many free and also paid available opportunities that you can use to ensure that you're learning about money. And these people take the time to actually build their financial literacy. And the other thing that they do is they don't overspend. They focus on staying within their means and living within their means. So they ensure that they are not spending too much money on things that they don't need. They focus on, as I mentioned earlier, building assets. So even though they have different things that they're working on, they know that ultimately overspending will definitely derail their financial goals. So they learn to spend within their budget and also ensure that while they're spending, they're building for the future as well. The final thing that people who have excellent money habits do is, here's what they do. They save their money. They usually save a good percentage of their income or incomes. So saving is very important because it helps you to build for the future. It helps you to build assets, as I mentioned, and it also helps to build your net worth. And you can save in many different ways. You can use many different asset classes to save money. A popular one is through investing. Another one is real estate investing. Some people even invest in different assets like artwork and so on. So they know that saving money is one of the best ways to ensure that they are always in money, they're cash flow positive, and that they have some form of financial, a good financial situation that they know they can plan for the future and ensure that they're in a good financial place. So these are some of the habits that really help people to stay on top of their money life. If you have some of these habits, yay, good for you. If you don't, this is your opportunity to go and take the time and learn about your money, build a budget, manage your cash flow, focus on building assets, and also take the time to really spend within your means so that you can also be very good at money. It's not hard, it just requires a lot of work and commitment, but it can be done. So if you enjoyed all of these different tips and you would like to learn more, please check out my website at abundanceofjoe.com, and you can also subscribe and like this video. I will be also adding some resources that you can tap into. These are free resources that you can learn more about money if you are living paycheck to paycheck or if you're in debt. And all of that information will be in the description box below. So once again, these are the money habits that really help people to build wealth. And if you start applying these habits, you will be able to do the same. Thank you so much and have a wonderful, wonderful money life. Thank you.